Well, there's one boat behind us. We're coming to the end now. Last bit.
Yeah, it's taken just over half an hour. It's an amazing place though. Wow. Hello and welcome to the Ionian. We made it. We've done quite a lot of sailing over the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, there's been some momentous achievements and a few disasters too.
There certainly has. I hope you like the film. Coming up, sailing through the Corinth Canal, 30 minutes of sheer heaven. One sail down, the Yankee is finally shredded. And if you didn't do this as a teenager, now is the time. The best way to see the Greek islands. 3 sails out and about 15 knots of wind. Today is a lucky day. Our plan of sailing where the wind takes us only works if there's a decent breeze, and so far the weather has been kind. We anchor beneath the imposing town of Kora in Seriphos, a mountain that simply has to be climbed.
Now the thing about living on a boat is you're always at sea level. So when you come out for a walk, it's always uphill, and in Greece it's quite a long way uphill. That's where we're going. This is Kora, which is the main town.
It's not far.
We could have hired a bike. Look, there's people on bikes.
I know, I did think that.
Look how much fun they're having on that bike, look.
Yeah, shall we? No, we're going to walk. We're going to walk today and hire a bike another day.
Okay, it is good for you, I suppose. The first of all, I think it's going to be many steps.
But there is some cloud. Clouds a day for the first time in, I don't know, weeks.
Months, 6 months I reckon,
even.
since I've seen a cloud.
Lovely. Climbing the hundreds of steps is the best way to see the town, as the path weaves through the homes, all painted white with blue shutters. In the middle there's a church and a square. And behind it a maze of passages leading to the top. Thousands of tourists pass through here every year, and it's amazing no one gets lost. Well, almost no one.
We made it to the top. Lost Judy on the way. I'm sure she'll keep coming. It's a bit of a maze, but if you keep heading up, you get here in the end. What a great view. Fantastic.
I do make it in the end. What a view. Next day our lucky weather window runs out. The clouds we welcomed yesterday have brought rain. But we're not sure exactly where we're going. It rather depends when we get out away from the island what the wind is doing. It's not predicted to do very much at all, so I expect we'll just go up to another anchorage, see something a bit different, and I hope it stops raining. There is a break in the clouds over there, so I'm optimistic. I think it'll be fine, but I'm not sure we'll be going across to the Corinth Canal anytime soon. I think another couple of days. Rain and light winds make it slow going, but at least we're heading in the right direction. And we're British. We love the rain. We're on course for Poros, an island which is often used by sailors as a jumping off point for the Corinth Canal. The southern side is very touristy, popular with flotillas, which mostly tie up to the town quay. Behind that is a wide anchor area, and that's where we're heading. By now, the bad weather has mostly passed through, and we arrive just as the sun goes down. Well, the sun is glistening in the water before it disappears behind yet another cloud. It's been just that kind of day. But here we are, in Poros. I can hardly believe we made it. Fantastic, there's people here on the quayside. What a lovely place. I look forward to exploring tomorrow. We're just heading through this gap here to the anchorage. Poros is still an island. It reminds me a bit of Venice actually. That narrow channel going through and then the mainland over there. I guess there's lots of ferries that go backwards and forwards. It does get busy during the day, but this evening just a few boats and bells to welcome us. It's not just the small ferries that act as water taxis round here. There's also these very fast shoot-through-the-water turbo liners, which you may have gathered I'm not a great fan of. And that's because of this. The wake makes life very uncomfortable. Worse on the town quay than in the anchorage. The town is pretty, plenty of hotels and restaurants, and yes, there is another walk.
You keep going up.
Keep going up. Really? It better be worth it. Looks great.
It's the same as the last 5 miles though.
Yes, I've no idea what this is about. Poros is an island full of pine trees and the smell is incredible. This trail took us about 3 hours and I doubt many people come here.
It's a church.
It is.
Surprise, surprise.
It's a pretty church. The destination is a tiny church which looks rather neglected.
Can I get in? No, locked.
Is it locked?
It's
All
locked.
that. We're pilgrims, let us in. At last we have a weather window to head to the Corinth Canal. This precious link to the Ionian has been closed for the past 2 years due to a landslip. It's now open until the end of October.
Kiss me a pilot, kiss me a pilot. This is Fair Isle, do you read over?
Yes, Captain.
Good afternoon. We're just approaching the breakwater. We're wishing to transit through the canal. Just looking for instructions on where to go. Over.
Okay, come to the dock for the payment.
Received that. Coming to the dock. So that's the dock on the port side. Is that correct? Near the hexagonal building. Over.
Yes, come inside, port side, lock side, Captain.
Everyone has to come to the dockside, this side, to pay for transit, so they're well set up for boats. You can even get reasonably priced diesel. So we're just going to get some fuel here while I go and pay the fee. Quite handy to have everything in one place. That's where I'm going. Up there to the clock tower. Opening the canal for just 4 months over the summer has made it very busy, and we're expecting quite a long wait to go through. In the end, the process is quite easy. It's quite a pretty little office.
Hello.
Hello, thank you very much.
Yes, fine. Yeah, please.
Thank you. So,
My pleasure.
what must I do?
Stand by in channel 11 in VHF, and we will call you as soon as possible to pass through the channel. Okay?
How long do you think it will take?
It depends, less than half an hour, I think.
Oh, lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much.
That's great. €300 and we can go in about half an hour. Perfect. It did take a little longer than that, but we are now on our way. Hello. The limestone walls of the canal have been unstable since it was first built more than 100 years ago, but the engineers have persisted.
This could be one of the landslips here.
It is a triumph of seafaring passion,
Like it is.
a determination to sail through rock, now mostly done by small boats like ours.
They slowed down a bit in front.
They have, so I've slowed down as well. I'm just not going to bump into anybody, however much he tells me to speed up.
You see pictures of cruise liners coming through here. It's absolutely incredible because it feels narrow even with our 4.5 metre beam. It's just ridiculous. There's one boat behind us, but that's it, we're coming into the Ionian.
Yeah, it's taken just over half an hour, but what an amazing place.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. There's the gate on the other side, and supposed to be a little harbour just around the corner, and try and anchor in there.
Over the next few days, we aim to sail down the Gulf of Corinth, through the Rion Bridge, and then turn north to Meganisi. We've dodged the Meltami and are looking forward to some calmer waters. How wrong can you be? A few hours into the Gulf and this happens, an unexpected 35-knot gust, and our slightly ripped foresail shreds completely. But before we have time to grieve, Steve comes up trumps. His first fish. Hard to believe, but...
It's really hard to believe, so it's taken 3 years. But it's a lovely one, lovely fishy.
Dinner!
Yay! Let's try on the barbie.
Grilled bonito, a perfect dinner. We're now sailing on just the staysail, anchoring in some lovely bays which give us shelter from the strong winds which, frankly, we were not expecting. Out at sea, we're often reefed and keeping close hauled, as the breeze is not only strong, but almost always on the nose. The Rio Bridge is over 1.5 miles long and quite a spectacle.
Rio traffic, Rio traffic. This is yacht Fair Isle, Fair Isle. Do you read over?
This is the Rio traffic on service 14, quit calling please, over.
Good afternoon, Rio traffic. This is yacht Fair Isle, yacht Fair Isle. We are travelling east to west and wish to pass under the bridge. We have an air draft of 19 metres, 19 metres, looking for instructions on which span to go under, over.
This is your traffic, all information received. To inform you, you have to pass through the north navigation channel. That means you have to keep 1 pylon on your starboard side and 3 pylons on your port side.
It opened just before the Athens Olympics in 2004. It's plenty high enough for boats like ours, but you have to watch out. There are strong currents which seem to drag you towards the pylons. It can be quite scary. On the other side, the weather continues to swing between flat calm and gale force.
Well, it looks like we brought the Meltami with us from the Aegean. Bit choppy, it's okay. Bit out of balance because we obviously we haven't got the Yankee. So, got a bit of a reef in the staysail, and I've actually got 2 reefs in the main. Just to balance us up, really. I could normally get away with 1, but yeah, prudent to put 2 in. I think keep us a bit better balanced. Try and get through to a nice anchorage for tonight.
And we make it. The calm of Meganisi. A beautiful island with a quiet anchorage. We're in Abaliki. It's a chance to get out into the dinghy on clear, flat waters.
Without my love for the ocean, I would be long gone by now. It's some kind of devotion that brings me down.
The wind drops enough for us to fly the drone. Got it!
Well done. Well, it's been quite a nice flat water trip round here. Hope the wind stays down for the return trip. But we're just coming into Spartahuri now, and this is the bay that I remember from 40 odd years ago. 1980 was the last time I came here, sailed in here with my dad, and this was the place to come because everywhere else was empty. It's just olive groves. It was the one place everyone used to just come and drop the hook here and climb up a little mud path into the village, which I'm sure has changed a bit now.
There's no room for anchoring here, but there are a few buoys and a small beach to tie up the dinghy, ready for the walk to the top.
Well, there is a road now, comes all the way up. There's no need for that before because there's nothing down there to bother taking the car down for. But they've still got the path. Although it's all nicely paved. This was just mud before.
Yeah, it's very pretty and lots of tourists.
Yeah, yeah. There's even a little tour going on behind us down there. Someone's coming up and giving people a tour. It's very much changed.
Oh, it's lovely.
It is nice, isn't it?
Nice still bay. It is very pretty, but if you want to see the island, there really is only one way to do it. By bike. At last. I had ridiculous fun on that bike. Something I wanted to do since I was 18, be on the back of a bike with my boyfriend going through the Greek islands. So thank you very much.
Oh, but you should have known me when we were 18 because I had a much better bike then.
Yeah, well, 125 cc's. I think that was enough. Actually, it was good.
Yeah, you need the 125 rather than the 50 scooter to go around the hills in Greece. But yeah, it was actually quite powerful. It was pretty good. But the thing that I think is amazing that I've been wanting to do since I was a teenager is go through the Corinth Canal, and it didn't disappoint. It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, it was.
It's an absolutely incredible
Stunning.
thing.
Just to think that people just thought, there's a mountain there, but I think I'll just sail through it. I'll just dig something and
hundreds
sail
of
through
years, dug by hand. I mean, thousands of years ago, they started to plan it and try to do it. There's been several failed attempts at it. And actually, they built a road at one point, a marble road, and used to take the ships out and roll them across that bit of land to get across. I mean, absolutely amazing.
But it's always had landslips.
Yeah,
all the way throughout its history. I thought, this year would have been an exception, but it's really not.
Yeah, well, it's just dug. I mean, there's no sides to it. It's just cut through the rock, and there it is. So yeah, it's not surprising. There's quite a few earthquakes in this part of the world as well. So
yeah, but it is quite expensive. But I think the best way through for us.
Yeah, €300. It's the most expensive canal in the world per foot, apparently. But worth it, I think. I mean, certainly if you're going east to west, then to go around the capes is against the prevailing winds and against the currents. There's not much current, but whatever's there. So actually, you'd spend more in diesel probably going around.
And the time because now we're here, and so we're heading up to Corfu, where we'll have our next break, waiting for weather window, to go across to Montenegro.
It'll be probably 1-2 night sail, sort of, because we're going to bypass Albania on this occasion because we need to get up to Montenegro. But we'll drop in there on the way out, or in the winter maybe. But yeah, it'll be a couple of days overnight to get up, and we're hoping for some decent wind because without our Yankee we are struggling to get upwind.
But we've done well with power. We had a bit quick tot up because we were losing power and weren't quite sure why. And I just think our computers take so much.
They take a lot more than you think. And on the days when you were editing and we're both there with computers going, it really sucks it up. So that's what we're doing now. We have got, we showed some in the last episode if you missed that, but also there's a technical video out now as well that shows the whole process. And we'll continue to show more. In fact, today we're going to pick up a 400 watt fold out solar panel, which will feed straight into those EcoFlow solar generator things, the power stations that we have down below.
It's just a big battery, isn't it, really?
They're just big batteries, yes. But I mean, because it can be charged directly from a DC generator or directly from the solar, it's great. When you're at anchor, you can just put out a fold out panel because we haven't really got room for more of the solid panels to do the house bank. So that's sort of at capacity. So yeah, we'll see. We'll keep you informed about how this works, but I think it's going to do it for us.
I hope so. Anyway, we're learning all the time. So thank you very much to our patrons who've been a great support over the past couple of weeks. It's been pretty heavy going sometimes. Thank you to our subscribers, and thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.